Hey Chiefs Kingdom, what's good? Michelle here, your die-hard Chiefs fan, bringing the heat with the latest Kansas City Chiefs news straight from the heart of the kingdom. Today, we're kicking things off with a bittersweet vibe, paying tribute to a legend, Dan Israel, aka Spartacus, while diving into the wild ride of free agency updates that have us buzzing for the 2025 season. Buckle up, because this roller coaster's got a teaser that'll hit you right in the feels. Imagine a Chiefs broadcast without the maestro who made it magic for 35 years. How do we even move forward? Picture this. March 20th, 2025, a day that stung us all when we lost Dan Israel after a brutal 10-year fight with cancer. This guy wasn't just the executive producer of the Chiefs radio network. He was the soul behind every call, every seamless break, every epic moment Mitch Holthus brought to life. And free agency? Oh, it's heating up with the GRB 2.0 system. Green for gains, red for losses, black for keepers. And we got moves that'll make your jaw drop. From Jerry Tillery joining the squad to Mecole Hardman waving goodbye with 3 Super Bowl rings in his pocket. So, Chiefs fans, where do we go from here? How do we honor a Titan like Spartacus while cheering on a roster that's reloading for another title run? Stick with me as we unpack this emotional tribute and break down the free agency frenzy. 15 scenes of pure Chiefs passion coming your way. Drop a comment. Who's your all-time Chiefs hero? Let's get this party started. All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Let's take a deep breath and step into the legacy of Dan Israel, our Spartacus. For 35 seasons, this man was a heartbeat of Chiefs radio, starting way back when the team was still finding its footing in the 60s. Imagine this. Over half the franchise's history, Dan's genius shaped how we experienced every Mahomes scramble, every Reed masterpiece. But his story is bigger than that, and it's got me choked up just thinking about it. Here's the kicker. Dan wasn't just a radio wizard. He was a sound and music savant who turned chaos into art. Picture him dropping a twig that blooms into a bouquet. That's how Mitch described his magic at the memorial on March 27th at Church of the Resurrection. He consulted for the Olympics, the NFL, even major networks like Westwood One. Spartacus wasn't just ours. He was a global legend, battling stage 4 colon cancer since 2014 with a courage that'd make Arrowhead roar. But what really gets me? Dan's kindness. Matt McMullen shared how Dan welcomed him in 2017, a newbie writer, like family, never complaining, always grinding through chemo to keep the Chiefs Kingdom connected. How do you replace that? You don't. So, fans, what's your favorite Chiefs radio memory? Hit the comments. I need to feel that Spartacus love with you. Let's rewind to 2015, Chiefs Kingdom, when Dan's fight first rocked our world. He missed a game against the Vikings at Minnesota's Gopher Stadium. First time in years we didn't hear his magic behind the mic. Stage 4 colon cancer hit him hard. A diagnosis that usually means months, not years. Yet Spartacus defied the odds, powering through nearly a decade of brutal chemo to keep the Chiefs broadcast alive. Talk about a warrior. Think about this. Every game day, Dan was in the booth orchestrating Mitch's iconic calls like "Touchdown Kansas City," while battling a disease that had spread everywhere. He'd traveled to MD Anderson in Houston, get smashed by treatments Mitch compared to an unblocked blitz, then bounce back like a quarterback shaking off a sack. That grit kept him with us until March 20th, 2025 at 4:20 a.m., a timestamp etched in Chiefs history. And the legacy? Clark Hunt, Mark Donovan, and Andy Reid didn't hesitate. Statements poured out the day he passed, proof of the void he left. Michelle here's asking, how do we keep his spirit alive in Chiefs Kingdom? Share your thoughts below. Let's honor Spartacus together as we roll into these roster updates. Now, Chiefs fans, let's shift gears. Free agency's calling, and the Kansas City Chiefs are making moves. We're rocking GRB 2.0. Green for new blood, red for the goodbyes, black for the keepers. And it's a wild mix that's got me hyped. First up in the green zone, Jerry Tillery, a 6 feet 6 inches, 295-pound beast from Notre Dame, snagged from the Vikings and Chargers. Can this former first-rounder finally explode in KC? Check this out. Tillery's played 96 games since 2019, racking up 28 QB hits in 2020-21 alone. Availability and potential screaming off the charts. He's got that inside-outside versatility Spags loves. stepping into the gap left by Turk Wharton. Pair him with Chris Jones on day one. And I'm telling you, this D-line could be a nightmare for opponents. But will he hit that next level with the Chiefs? Here's the suspense. Brett Veach is setting us up to attack the draft without desperation. We don't have to grab a tackle early. But if we do, watch out. What do you think? Chiefs Kingdom. Does Tillery have all-pro juice in him? Drop your predictions below. Michelle's dying to hear him. Hold up. Chiefs Kingdom. The green list just got spicier. Say hello to Gardner Minshew. Yep. The mustachioed legend from Jacksonville's landed in KC as Mahomes' backup. And I'm losing my mind over this signing. Remember his first NFL start against us in 2019? Dude went 22 for 25, torching us like a video game. Now he's ours, and the preseason's about to be electric. This guy's a journeyman with 46 starts and 17 wins. Started at Washington State with crazy air raid stats. Bounced through Jacks, Philly, and now here. That hug with his dad after an Eagles win? Pure heart. Gardner plays for the love of the game, and his presser had me sold. He's here to learn, grind, and win if Pack can't go. But here's the hook. Can he step up like Chad Henne did in that 98-yard playoff drive? And the QB room? Bailey Zappe's in there too. Tied to pat through Coach Zach Kittley from Texas Tech days. Small world, huge potential. Imagine Minshew and Zappe swapping stories with Mahomes. Could that spark a new trick play? Chiefs fans, tell me, are you pumped for Minshew Mania in KC? Hit the comments. All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Let's talk black, the guys we kept. And I'm starting with Kareem Hunt, because this dude's a freaking hero. Last year, 2024, he saved our season after Pacheco, Rice, and Brown went down, signed off the street, and still led us in scrimmage yards with 7 TDs. Here's a stat to chew on. Chiefs at 78 second and 405s, most in the NFL, and Kareem's no-negative run style was a massive reason why. Picture this. Tampa Bay, pouring rain, Kareem bulldozing into the end zone to seal it. Zero flash, all heart. He's not ripping off 75-yarders, but he's a red zone bulldozer who keeps Reed's iPad buzzing with options. No Hollywood, no Rice early, and Kareem steps up with 200 carries. Without him, no Super Bowl 59 period. Now he's back with full offseason, no more Week 4 crash course. Can he channel that 2017-18 rookie fire? I say yes, but I want to hear from you, Chiefs fans. Is Kareem the unsung MVP of last year? Drop it below. Michelle's all ears. Next up in the black zone, Chiefs Kingdom. Juju Smith-Schuster's back, and this is bigger than you think. Sure, he's not your fantasy stud anymore, but that 31-yard dagger in the AFC Championship against Buffalo, that 50-yarder against New Orleans, Juju's a role player supreme, and Andy Reid's at a special spot for him. Think screen setter who pops off when you least expect it. Here's the deal. Juju's blocking and short yardage hustle open lanes for everyone else. Xavier, Pacheco, you name it. Last year, he joined 5 days before the opener, still delivered despite the injury chaos. And now he's got OTAs to lock in. He's only 28 tons of football left, and his energy is contagious, like a spark plug in the receiver room. But here's the twist. With Hollywood and Rice hopefully healthy, can Juju fully embrace this glue guy gig and shine even brighter? I'm betting yes, Chiefs fans. What's your take? Is Juju the secret weapon we've underrated? Hit me in the comments. Let's keep the black party rolling. Chiefs Kingdom. Charles Omenu's resigned, and I'm screaming from the rooftops. This dude's a 2024 defensive Hollywood Brown. Flash huge in 2023 playoffs, then tore his ACL in the AFC title game, missing Super Bowl 58. Last year, he fought back with 12 pressures and a sack in 6 games. Imagine what a full season could do. Check his career. 20 sacks, 8 passes defense, 6 forced fumbles, 53 QB hits. This guy's a play record Spags adores for his versatility. That strip sack on C.J. Stroud? Pure chaos. With Karlaftis, Dana, and Felix rotating, Omenihu makes this D-line a terror. But the suspense is, can he finally stay healthy for 17 games? Michelle's fired up because Charles is at hunger. Saw it in his eyes before the Bills game. If he plays a full slate, he's Pro Bowl bound, no question. Chiefs fans, What's your bold prediction for Omenahu in 2025? Drop it below. Let's dream big. Another black gem, Chiefs Kingdom. Mike Pennell's back, and this dude's the glue we don't talk about enough. Last year, his best as a pro, 3 sacks, 30% of snaps, and a run defense grade that ranked him 13th among 99 DTs with 150-plus snaps per PFF. He's not flashy, but he's a brick wall against the run. Remember that Ninja Turtle sack dance? Here's why it matters. Our D-line rotation was elite in 2024, and Pennell's a cornerstone. Losing Turk Wharton stings, but Mike's steady vibe keeps it rolling. He's the ultimate locker room guy. Motivates through wins and losses, a rare breed you need when the going gets tough. Now he's at OTAs and camp to prep. No more mid-season jump in. Can he take that next step and get some all-pro buzz? I think so, Chiefs fans. What about you? Is Pennell the unsung hero of this defense? Tell me below. One more black surprise, Chiefs Kingdom. Marlon Tuipulotu is sticking around, and I'm curious. Brother of the Chargers, Tuli. Marlon played 61 snaps last year, flashing in that Week 18 Chargers win. 3 career sacks, 2 with the Eagles in 23. This guy's a sleeper I'm watching in OTAs. Think about it. Our D-line shut down studs like Saquon Barkley. 2.3 yard to carry, and Marlon's part of that depth. With a draft class loaded at D-line, he's got to prove he belongs. But if he steps up, this front could be unstoppable. Here's the hook. Can Tuipulotu break out and earn a bigger role? Michelle's got eyes on him. Chiefs fans, what's your gut say? Is he a hidden gem or just depth? Drop your take in the comments. All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Time for a bonus black ad. Robert Rochelle just signed, and this dude's got juice. A Packers corner since 2021. He's been a special teams ace. Recovered a fumble against Miami that locked our playoff spot last year. At 6 foot, 193 pounds, with a 4.38 40 and an 11 feet 8 inches broad jump, he's a freak athlete. Straight off Bruce Feldman's 2020 list. Dave Tubbs drooling over this gun of potential. Think Matthew Slater vibes if he locks it down. He's young, hungry, and could snag some secondary snaps too. But the real question is, can he flip our special teams from good to elite? Michelle's pumped. Imagine Rochelle racing downfield, pinning punts inside the 10. Chiefs fans, what's your hype level for this signing? Hit me below. Let's see if he's the X factor. Now, Chiefs Kingdom, the red zone, saying goodbye hurts, and Mecole Hardman's exit to Green Bay's a dagger. 3 Super Bowl rings, that 58-yard kickoff return against Houston in 2019. The game winner in Super Bowl 58. This guy's a Chiefs legend. Jet sweeps, clutch plays. He was electric, and now he's gone. Here's the sting. Mecole's one of the coolest dudes ever, down to earth. Always smiling. A 2019 draft gem who delivered. I found him on the Super Bowl 58 field, screaming, "You earned this." And he did. But Green Bay's getting a star. Will he haunt us later? Michelle's torn. Happy for Mecole's payday. Sad to lose a friend. Chiefs fans, what's your favorite Hardman moment? Drop it below. Let's send him off right. Another red heartbreak. Chiefs Kingdom. Derek Nady's off to the Jets, and I'm not okay. 3 Super Bowl rings. A run-stuffing beast from the 2018 draft class. Derek was selfless to the core. That Mexico City pick in 2019 sparked our Super Bowl 54 run. Didn't lose after that game. Quiet but kind. He'd light up talking to fans or chilling with us on the pod. Pure Chief DNA. After Super Bowl 54, he wanted the field mic'd up, saying, "I've never been a champion before. Today, I am." And he kept winning. Jets are lucky, but this feels like a buddy moving away. What's next for Derek? Michelle's wishing him sacks and glory. But Chiefs fans, how do we cope losing 6 rings with him in Mecole? Share your feels below. Let's circle back. Chiefs Kingdom. Dan Israel's legacy ties us all together. Spartacus wasn't just radio. He composed music, ran a multi-million-dollar electronics biz with his brother. Even worked with Michael W. Smith. His basement studio in KC was Nashville level. Grand piano. Secret doors. Pure genius. Andy Reid loved him. Post-game chats after the inner circle, like that Carolina win last year, showed it. Dan rolled in after chemo hit, and Reed flipped the script. "How you doing, man?" That's the Bond. His rhythm in the booth, timing breaks like a maestro, was composer-level brilliance. Michelle's in awe. Dan never complained, just attacked every day. Chiefs fans, how we carry that energy into 2025? Tell me below. Spartacus deserves it. All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Michelle's wrapping this up with fire in my veins. We've mourned Spartacus, hyped our green gains like Tillery and Minshew, cheered black keepers like Kareem and Omenahu, and waved teary goodbyes to Meckel and Nady. This roster's reloading, draft a month away, and with Veach's moves, we're primed for another ring chase. Here's the vibe. 2025 is our year to honor Dan Israel's grit with every snap. Picture Mahomes slinging it to a healthy Rice, Brown, and Juju, while Spags align. Omenahu, Jones, Tillery, Rex QBs. Chiefs Kingdom, are you feeling that Super Bowl 60 hunger yet? I need your energy in the comments. So, hit that like button. Drop your thoughts. Favorite signings, damn memories, all of it. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this with your Chiefs crew. And let's keep the kingdom roaring. Michelle's out. See you next time for more Kansas City Chiefs news.